Alright, everybody, let's do it again. Let me check my... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can only have that on one right there for you guys. Alright, everybody, let's do it again. Eric Serra from server 57 coming back at ya. So far, the biggest question that I've had posed to me, or maybe the most important question, is also the most general question I get. Because the question was, how do I gain power? And that's the entire game. that's the everything is all about gaining power. I mean, I know you gotta determine what kind of player you're gonna be, and that's gonna depend on how much VIP that you want to buy, and how much you want to work for it. Because even without VIP, you can grind your way up to being a PvP character, which is player versus player. So you're really good at guild resource battle. You're good at Despair Canyon. You're good at Steel Jungle. These are all player versus player. There's also, of course, the division matchups that are going on right now. But early on, when you first start playing the game, it's important to be realistic with yourself and really determine what you want to be. Do you want to be good at getting through Taurus? Do you want to be good at playing versus computer enemies, or do you more want to be good at playing PvP? And both of these are really important and fun ways to play the game. I've been more focused on the PvP. PvP does give more towards hero points, which is obviously you get gear. So it's much easier to get gear when you're a PvP player. And to be a really great PvP player, you're gonna need to be in that top 50, minimum in your server, really. If you're just in it for fun and playing the game and just want to enjoy the game and relax with it, and you're okay with not being top 50, that's certainly okay too. I got no problem with that. But here it is, right here, grinding away. Day after day, and being consistent, trying to attend as many of the events. Now, it's all about resources. When you're getting the blueprints, of course, resources as your materials, the mercury powder or the sulfur ore that you need to build or forge that gear is very important. So once you have the resources, what do you want to do with it? Gold is very important. I've got about 7 million gold up on top there. Jewels are very important. So you got to watch not only how you spend those jewels, but how you make those jewels too. And once we do have those resources, what do we do with it? And we see the strengthen button down here at the bottom right. And we've got a bunch of different things that are going on up here. And again, you got to be realistic. What's going to give you more general power? That your general power is this top left number that's up here. And I talk about general power, and I talk about real power, and I talk about fake power, because this number at the top left, really up here, is kind of it's a fake number. It doesn't really show you how powerful the other person is, but it can give you a decent idea as to how powerful the other person is, because we don't know how much fake power the other person has. And we can directly see what fake power is when we go into cards over here. So when I scroll down here, we'll take a look at some of these decks that I don't have filled out right now. And we're looking for attributes that I don't use. So, man, I should really, I don't know why I don't have that at least at a 2-star right there for the crit hit. Crit res, health, holy defense, holy attack. This is one of them. Later on, if you do have one of the skills at the second stage, you will be using holy attack. Which skill is? I think it's. We go over here. Dang it! There's our skills. If we go over here, is it Blasting Thump? Yeah, Blasting Thump does have holy, so I mean that's probably something that you're looking for down the line, not immediately, unless you really like using Blasting Thump. In which case, maybe you want to go after that second stage skill here and continue to use that skill, and we could probably even. I was using it, but I haven't been using it lately. I've been trying to focus on getting this Seismic Fist up and getting, of course, once I'm done with my upgrading, I'll be chasing after that second stage of the Seismic Fist. But that does not give us any power, but it does give us really good results in the matchups that you have. So there's your skills, of course. The ones that you use all the time you want to have maxed out, so they're level 67. I'm level 67, of course, so there we go. So we're on track with skills, of course. Our gear, we're going to be talking a lot about gear on this channel, of course. How to get gear, how to make sure you have enough perfect enhancement stones so that you can keep all of your gears maxed out. You see the star at the top right of each one of my gears means they're all maxed out. Purify, what to do with Purify, of course I recommend watching that other video. It says in the title talking about warrior souls and purification, because to get your purification stones, of course you have to play warrior souls. And then there's upgrading. Again, you can see kind of where I'm sitting at here. I'm kind of going round robin right now, upgrading all of my gears, because I've got a ways to go before I get my next set gear. I'm not quite sure right now whether it'll be my chest or my boots that I get next, but those are the two closest that those are the two that I am closest to obtaining right now. So we'll see what happens with that. So after skills, gear, obviously we have Holy Wings. I'm getting really close to a level 10 Holy Wings there. So again, when I say you gotta watch what you spend your jewels on, this is why. Because this is another, aside from gems, this is a really important part of the game. Because you get a huge bonus every time you get to a new level with your wings. And of course, you see that with each one of these things, like with my gear and the purification, I haven't used all of my purification stones. I could purify a couple of times still. I haven't used all of my upgrade solution or upgrade dust. Of course, that's really tough to do anyway because I have over 10,000. But we want to leave some in reserve because when we are doing those dailies, and of course I have a steel jungle in here that I'm going to try to complete later. So I didn't complete all my dailies yet, but that will be pretty easy to do, obviously. So in our dailies, we have things like, for a daily we can see Purify, we can see level up your star map, which I'm gonna get more stars tonight anyway. I wanted to get to that next level here, Ice Attack, Ice Defense, just because it gave me a nice little bonus at the end of last night, getting to that new star map. Otherwise, normally I would probably leave about enough for 3, so 7, 14, 2100 or so star souls. So I usually don't drop down below that unless there's something specific, like I'm right at the end of the map, and then I'll just finish it off. But I want to leave enough star souls here so that I can do my dailies tomorrow. And of course we get that also from Royal Arena, so when we collect at it's 2000 game time. I will be getting 985 star souls at that time anyway, so I should be able to do, what, two of them after that, or pretty close to it anyway. Yeah, I'll definitely be able to do 2 of them, if not more after that, because I could also go back in here just in case I got in trouble. So I've got enough invitations at the top left. Every time we do, every time we challenge someone, we get 20 honor and 30 star souls anyway, so I have enough invitations where I could just sit here and challenge Buffy over and over and over again and just get a whole bunch of star souls. So I'm not too worried about that in case I come up with a nice daily for my star map. Of course, gems, again, we'll be talking about gems a lot. The biggest thing with gems is obtaining that radiance, of course. So what you see here is I'm at radiance 7 and I need 12 level 8 gems to reach radiance 8. So really, until I get enough, because if we combine too many of these gems, we have 18 level 7 gems, so if we combine all of those, we would only have 6 more level 7 gems. So we would not have any radiance anymore, which would be bad, because we would lose a whole bunch of power from our radiance. And so that's why it's essential not to combine past where you're at until you know you have enough gems, because you will lose that radiance and a bunch of stats along with it. So after gems, of course, we've got magic cards. When you're first starting out, you see a lot of people, again, that's they accidentally go after all these different things, like darkness defense would be something that we use, but ice attack, again, I mean, this is level 4 card just because I was leveling up across the board until I started to get more decks. But this is completely fake power. Ice attack plus 108 right now, so that doesn't do anything for me because I have no skills that use ice attack. So that is fake power. So that's resources that I used here that I could have actually used somewhere else. You know, like crit tough. It would have been way more effective to use those fragments on crit tough or crit damage. But you know, to each their own. I started filling out decks, and then I started focusing on the decks that I have right now and getting them all up to 6. I'm fairly close to having all of my complete decks up to level 6, so that's you know, I'm happy for that. We can also go into here and store, and of course, if you go into the store, you want to buy things that you don't have that are good, like crit damage. You know, you want to get the most general thing first, and then focus more on the attribute stuff like thunder defense, poison defense later on. But I would definitely want to get that crit damage out of those ones. Of course, you always have to watch here as well, because if we are really close on one of these decks that we don't have complete, like 5 out of 6 right here. So if this 6th card here, Beelzebub, was in the store and I could buy it, I would definitely do that. Because you want to complete as many decks as possible also, then that helps out a lot. And then, of course, with your runes, again, I suggest watching that rune video. I don't know why I haven't gone through my runes yet that I got from... That's a magic rune. Okay, darkness. No help there. Ice. Got no ice. Magic rune. Looks like that's fire for electric, so we don't need that either. Ice and... magic there, and I think we're all the way through. Yep, so I can actually fuse all these together. I just wasn't really paying attention yesterday. There was way too much to do on a Sunday to do this stuff, so I'll go ahead and fuse this together. Let's see what we come up with. We actually got something new. Thunder Rune for Thunder Fist. Let's go take a look at that. So what do we have in here? Do we have a level 4 that's Mad Blade, Physical, and Physical? I think the ones that are in here already are already better anyway. Yeah, we've got better runes that are in there already anyway. So we'll continue doing this. That's really too bad to fuse a blue stone, but You gotta do what you gotta do, and no help there. So again, we've got raised up some of our fragments up on top, and again, I would want to get up to about 640 is, nope, level, where is it? Yeah, 640 for the next level 4 destruction rune, of course. And those runes are very important to stick with. Again, go watch that video. Stick with the attribute that's applicable to what you're putting it into. Of course, fashion. Fashion is something that's neat. I like the fact that there is one outfit here, the wedding set, wherever it is. The wedding set gives amazing attributes, but it is more expensive. I think it's 30,000 diamonds for the entire set, wedding set. Of course, this camo set is going to be coming from the honor store, and you do get actually a bonus for having complete sets. So if you're going to buy one, you might as well buy them all for sure. Because we can look in here. Current set's 3, the next set I have would give me this much extra. So once I get my hero ones, my honor store fashion, of course, again, we're going to be getting a lot more power out of that as well. So then our tarot cards, and again, it's the same thing here. Look at that, fire defense. You want things that are applicable. Crit damage, crit tough, crit hit, poison defense, physical defense, health, physical attack. So you want to have as many red cards as possible. But again, if I had something like darkness damage or darkness attack, that wouldn't do anything for me except for boost my stats at the top left up here. So I've actually broken up a few of those tarot cards as well. Now, tarot cards do cost a lot of gold, so if you're going to sit here and level up your tarot cards, which you do want to do originally, you want to try to have at least purples, if not all orange in here. The red ones you only get from advanced draw, and of course advanced draw is going to cost you diamonds, or you get some advanced draws when you buy VIP a lot of the times, or when you spend diamonds. You will see that. And of course I picked the worst time to go through this exclusive stuff, because you would see it in here, daily recharge. They do not have special to buy or spend to get an advanced tarot card draw right now. But of course, and the last one is relic. So again, you're going to get your power stones when you do Eternal Fantasy. So I get about 300 every day with Eric, probably 200 every day with Myra. So there's absolutely no reason to buy these power stones for what, 28,000? 28,000 for 100 power stones, and you get double that every day for free anyway. So why? I don't understand. What an outrageous price. Again, the blessing stones, they're going to be going towards your growth of your wings, and I have done some of the growth. I wanted to kind of figure out where it is we were going to be with those wing growth here. And I got through the first 7 levels, and I think after the 7th level, it gave me a huge bonus to the stats. But then again, to get up to level 8, it started costing double. So it's just like everything else. The cost of going up, it's always 20 across the top bar here. So 20 times 400 is going to be 8,000 to get to your next level. And it doesn't do anything for you in between, not like with your other holy wings here. When you level it up this way, every time you bump it, it gives you a stat increase. But this growth, it only gives you that stat increase when you get to the next level. So that's a huge difference right there, and something to understand, that if you're going to level this up, have the jewels ready, or those enhancement stones. Is that what they called them? Let's go back over here to the honor store. Blessing stones, that's what they call them, yes. Sorry, this is a really new system for anybody who might be returning to my videos after a while of this actually being out. So, that will be about all I talk about. And again, get those resources and plan ahead for how you need to spend those resources, and have fun playing the game. So again, this is Eric Serra from Server 57. Feel free to stop by, make a character, say hello. If you're around, leave a comment or a question down below. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.